So now it's time for the Diamond Jubilee Challenge Cup. Since 2012, it's the Junior Women's Quads, Marlow Rowing Club A and Mercantile from Australia. Welcome if you're watching from Australia, and welcome if you're watching down the road in Marlow. We hope you're here with us. Julia, you know a bit about this game with the couple of oars. What can you see as they go off the start?
I do. I had my crew at the beginning of the competition for the first time. The girls qualified for Westminster School. So I hope they are watching and learning, as I asked them to, for next year, because it was a great adventure for us to qualify the boat. And yeah, now we're having an amazing crew of Marlow and Mercantile Rowing Club from all the way from Australia.
Yeah, so that Marlow crew on the far side in the white boat, I think, looking both powerful and relaxed. That's exactly what you want to do. And you've got Iona Haley, 17 years of age, sitting in that bow seat and steering, making sure that they are safely away. A Henley Royal Regatta finalist herself, and a 2024 Henley Women's Regatta finalist as well. So she's got a ton of experience, even though she's only 17 years of age. Looking in front of them, we change the angle, we can see now the distance that Marlow have. Not quite broken the overlap yet, but it's still early in this race.
It's still early in the race, but Marlow just showing the class of the boathouse and the field, and having always a couple of crews entering the same event just shows how strong the squad is and ready for this regatta.
So as they come past, let's just listen. Smooth. Love the sound. It's smooth, it's powerful. You can almost hear the fluidity, can't you?
Definitely. I always trying to move away with my launch from the girls to listen how they are moving around, because you want your crew to really understand the movement, like getting all your senses into the boat and moving together.
Yeah, sight, sound and motion. We've got it all here, sight, sound, motion and emotion. So we mentioned Iona Haley, 17 at bow. In front of her, Lauren Kennedy, 17-year-old as well at 2. She last year stroked the Marlow 8 that made it to the Thursday at Henley Women's, Thursday, and she was in the Henley Women's final as well in the quad, so some great experience there. Aoife Turner in front of her, a finalist in Henley Women's as well, and Eve Pinsent in the stroke seat. Strong position now for them. They can really relax and row long. But let's just have a look here at the Mercantile crew. We haven't had a chance to see them so much so far. Anything you can say in terms of, is there a contrast in styles that you can see as you look back at these crews?
But it's already a second time for Mercantile to be here in Henley. They already had all of them competed. What is really interesting, because Lily Canfield, this is her second time in Henley, and she's only 16. So it's really interesting to see already that they've been here, and all the other girls, the 18-year-old Ella Gerard and Scarlett Tavaski, 18 years old, and stroke April Harrison.
So you're looking here at the back of the Mercantile crew, struggling now against the Marlow crew. But again, you can see really quite tight synchronicity. That's one of your words, Julia, as you look at them. What can you see?
Yes, what I can see also compared to Marlow, I think they are a little bit struggling. You can now see they move the steering. The boat is moving a little bit more than Marlow. Marlow was cutting the water through really nicely, but still very strong, working on the legs, as we all want our athletes to really attach the blade and driving the legs down all the way to the finish.
So you've got the Marlow crew here. Look at the difference there. They sort of unwound a little bit from top gear into something rather more comfortable for them. As we approach the semis and the finals, if you've got the opportunity to conserve energy, you know, they've had a couple of runs down the track, or one run down the track. Marlow beating Shrewsbury relatively easily also on Thursday, I think it was. So Marlow, a fairly comfortable day at the office. Also, what's interesting here is the opposition don't have a read on how Marlow will race the second half, right? So that's always an interesting one. You're coming up against a lack of data, lack of information.
Exactly, because you see them coming nice and easy to the finish, and you don't know how much they have left in the tank. So it's gonna be a nice game of tactic for the next race.
So that's Iona Haley, Lauren Kennedy, Aoife Turner, Eve Pinsent from Marlow. Rowing Club A crew here. Lovely row from them, long, languid. We talked about the sight, sound and motion, and the emotion of sculling as they came down the course. And they have beaten Lily Canfield, Ella Gerard, Scarlett Tavashi and April Harrison from Mercantile. If you're cheering them on from Australia, we're proud to have them here. No shame to get through to this stage of this incredible regatta, and I think they've come up against a really strong Marlow crew as well. So Marlow taking the place in the semis over Mercantile.